Okay, so please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, and that will boost the flow of the readings around, in YouTube. So for you, for the first house of influence, we have first house, the body. So what this is saying at this time is that this is going to be a focus for you at this time. So it's everything to do with your physical body. So this is your actual self, your self-oriented interests, your physical body, your personality, what you project to others, your characteristics. All of these are shaped by your, what you're projecting and how you're progressing through life, because no 2 days are ever going to be the same. So we change constantly. It's also about your personal independence, how you are making your way outward in the world at this time as well. So the first house is going to be of emphasis for you at this time, and I feel for a lot of people this is going to be important, simply because of the way we are being sort of having to live at the moment. A lot of us are in isolation, or we're undergoing some sort of restriction of what we would normally be doing. So from a physical body point of view, all kinds of changes could be happening, or you could be just really focusing on your actual body and your appearance and yourself and your inner self and your own interests and so on. All of this is coming under the spotlight at this time. So the astrological guidance that goes with this is Jupiter abundance. So this can be coming through in a number of ways for you. So this can be something to do with your physical body. You could be getting abundance comes in a myriad ways. So it could be abundance showing up for you as a brilliant idea, or perhaps a sort of a relief, or some kind of rescue, or some kind of shift to happier times. So it's joy, it's happiness, it's confidence, it's gratitude, it's generosity, all of these things. You could be receiving that from somebody or something, or some group that you're involved in, or it could be that you're just generating this for yourself because you have got time for yourself, focusing on yourself, your own interests and so on, and you've actually got time to be with yourself. And that can generate, as I said, all kinds of feelings, but it's a feeling of well-being which could be coming to you at this time. On the other end of the scale, it could also be that you've been inside too long, or you've been isolated too long, and you actually need to institute some sort of body routine to assist you at this time, because Jupiter can bring in weight issues. So you could be just feeling heavy, and having to eaten too much, or eaten too many snacks, or just being isolated from your usual routine. So you're not able to do what you've normally done, and you may just be feeling a little bit like you've expanded in some way. And so therefore, at the first opportunity that you have, get outdoors and go and explore and go and find your abundance. With Jupiter, it does bring you wonderful opportunities. It brings you breakthroughs. It brings you, as I said, it can be any kind of abundance, whether that's relief or support or friendship or just some kind of abundance coming to you. It could even be the gift of ideas and so on, or physical vitality. Whatever Jupiter is bringing to you, you will have to work at it. You will have to bring it home. You will have to anchor that energy. So use it as best you can, but don't let it pass you by, because it's a fairly fast moving energy. Take any opportunities that come to you at this time and channel them through your body, through your personal independence, and through your outlook, your attitude, and how you're projecting to others at this time, because you may be giving others hope. You may be giving others support and generosity and helping them to feel gratitude and so on. So it's what you're projecting as well. And going with the theme of your physical body, and also your change of routine. You may need to actually change things, do physical exercise at home, or yoga, or something just to keep yourself in balance. Cordelia is the goddess guidance, and it's saying go outside. You have been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. So what it's saying is exactly that. Get outdoors. And get into nature. This may also have something to do with your path going forward, because a lot of us are changing, we're reorientating, we're changing how we're going to live our lives from now on, or we may be forced to. So with Cordelia, it's some sort of opportunity is coming to you, which is very much what Jupiter is about. So, the environmentalism or nature or being back to nature or living close to nature or anything to do with that could be very, very sort of pertinent for you at this time. So it's about that. It's doors opening in that for you. So environmentalism, any kind of back to nature or natural activity or being in nature is going to be very, very beneficial for you, whether it's just for your own personal well-being or whether it's now going to be a focus for you going forward. And that is what Cordelia is all about. You could have a manifestation, something to do with your body or yourself or your personal independence or your self-oriented interests. If an opportunity comes to you, you could have a manifestation appearing for you in the month of May. The other house of interest is ninth house. Ninth house is everything to do with adventure, exploration, traveling, anything foreign, whether it's foreign countries, foreign cultures, foreign people, foreign ideas, foreign interaction, foreign contacts, foreign business, import, export, or projecting what it is you're doing to international people. Ninth house is all about that. It is also the house of further education and study. So this could be university level adult education. It's not the lower levels of education. This is higher levels of education. This house also rules everything to do with philosophy, religion, and your belief systems, whatever that may be for you. It's also the intuitive workings of the mind, faith, wisdom, seeking of truth, any of these things. It's also about prophecy and it's also about law, all right? Teaching, publishing, any kind of promotional work, public relations, anything like that is governed by the ninth house. So any one of those areas may apply to you at this time. And again, with the changes going on in the world, with how we're living, all of these things may be undergoing some kind of metamorphosis. So you may have a few issues about that. You may be worrying about your education. Perhaps that's all being put on hold for now, or it could be to do with some form of traveling that you want to do. You can't do that either. There's a lot of things going on which could be affected by the ninth house. So the astrological influence at this time is Yod Destiny. And what it is saying about this is that divine timing is at play. So you have to trust the universe that things are going to work out, that you just got to keep plodding in your chosen direction. You may feel out of step with others. You may feel set apart from others. You could be almost feeling black sheep-like. But you just may have a very different mindset or a very different outlook to other people at this time. And it may apply to how you're feeling or just what you're doing at this time or wanting to do, or just your outlook or your intuitive, your own personal wisdom. So everything to do with that is under the microscope, and you could, as I said, be getting no support or advice or any kind of guidance from anybody else at this time about what to do or what is going on in your ninth house. But you're not to worry about that. Don't worry. The more you worry, the more sort of fear-based energies you draw towards yourself. You become like a magnet for things like that. So rather project positivity and focus on your outlook and your approach to things, your attitude to things, and use your inner guidance. That's very much what this card is about. It's about following your own inner GPS, your own truth, your own path. It's very much about that. And you can only do that by going inward. So go inward, pull out your own intuitions, your own wisdoms. We all have them. Everything is internal. Everything is in you. You just need to access it. And time on your own, which is also what this card is about, following your own path. You may have to work on your own. You may have to work in privacy or in secret. This can come out in a lot of different ways. But there's a form of toil involved in this. It's not going to be easy, this path. You may be feeling as if you have no guidance whatsoever and that you are literally feeling your way forward. And that is fine. Just have trust and faith in the universe, have trust and faith in yourself that things are on the right path and that they will unfold as they're meant to be. Divine timing, very much at work. You just could be feeling, as I said, a little bit pressured. You may have to make a few sacrifices along the way here. All of this is purposeful, though, very, very purposeful, and you have a special path which you are following. It is special. It is destined. So have faith in that. Then for the goddess guidance, we have Lakshmi, beautiful card. Lakshmi is says bright future. Stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. So stop having fears and worries about your future, about everything to do with your ninth house. As I said, have a very positive outlook, a very sort of intuitive take on things. Don't allow other people's fears or other, or fears of the media and so on to swamp you. Lakshmi is with you. Really a wonderful card, wonderful influence to have with you. Just focus on what you need to do. Opportunities are coming to you now, but it's that positive mindset is going to be very, very important. And a bright future is assured for you. Just focus on that. Focus on the beauty and the wisdom of the universe, the beauty and the wisdom of your environment, and have faith and go, use your inner wisdom to guide you at this time. The third house of influence is the fifth house. This is the house of our individuality, our creativity. It's also the house of children, whether they are your children or somebody else's children that you're associated with this at this time. So everything to do with children, everything to do with your creativity, your brand, your particular originality or individuality, any kind of creative endeavor, any kind of creative skill. It can also be artistic, but not everybody is artistic, but we are all creative in some way. So harness that at this time. It's also the house of love affairs and everything going on with that. It's the house of all kinds of activities, recreational, fun, pleasurable, sporting, outgoing, crafty, any kind of activity falls under the fifth house. So that could be very important for you at this time after having been sort of in isolation or in some kind of situation where you haven't been able to do what you would normally do. Now is the time to look at that or focus on your creativity and your artistic abilities. Perhaps you've put them on the back burner in favor of a more traditional career. Well, now is the time to actually get back to that and harness that. Perfect time for that. And very, very fortuitous for you to do that. So everything to do with that is going to be very important. It could also be to do with your children. Perhaps you need to encourage them to be more creative, to harness their own particular style, their own brand, their own individuality and originality. You may be seeing that now because you're more at home. So, there's lots of ways that this can manifest. It could also be, as I said, to do with a love affair you may be involved in at this time and everything that's going on to do with that. You may be separated from your loved one at this time through this isolation that we're in or have been in. So just look at it and see how things have, are moving for you. The astrological guidance is Aquarius. I know this is a universal kind of influence. This is about trends, about, fashion. It's about currents, about the way things are moving in society. It's about social reform. It's also very much about seeing the future in some way. So you could be seeing this unfolding before you now with all the changes that have occurred, what the world has been through. You're now seeing trends, currents, the way the world is moving. You're seeing things, glimpses of the future. That's what this card is all about. And you may be getting opportunities to do with that. So work your magic, work your manifestation, see how things are going for you. You could also have the support of other people that are like friends or associates that are like family to you, but they may be friends, just friends and supportive networks in general, groups in general. It's very much about that. It's also about your own particular hobbies and interests. But it's all very futuristic based. Aquarius is a very androgynous sign, so it's male and female. All of that may be coming into balance for you at this time. But it is very much about how the world is moving. It's a kind of a universal influence. And the goddess guidance is Rhiannon, Sorceress. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. So what did I say earlier about manifestation, about working your magic. This is also a card about going outside and getting into nature. So this is a double theme for you at the moment. I feel this is career-based. I feel a lot of people are changing how they're going to be doing things from now on. They're going to be redirecting their energies. Whatever is right for you, work your magic, pull out your talents and skills, and manifest what it is you want to do, because you have that. You have that ability, and that's coming very much clearly in your yod and your 9th house and Lakshmi. It's throughout your reading this month. So believe that you have it, believe that you have these skills, and use them to manifest what you want. But nature is going to feature very, very strongly at this time for you. Bottom of the deck for the Goddess cards was Maeve, cycles and rhythms. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. So again, if you've been cooped up, honor your cycle, the cycles of your body. If you feel an energetic surge and you want to get out there and start creating and doing things, then honor that. But if you're tired, or you're feeling burdened, or you're just feeling like you need to rest, then you must do that as well. For women, this could be cyclical, as in the female hormones and so on. There could be issues to do with that coming up at this time. Honor your body. Honor the natural rhythms of your body. And it's also a card of opportunity, some kind of opportunity coming to you as well. And then finally, the astrological guidance, Uranus Genius, wonderful card. Very much, this can also bring an upheaval. This can bring in great change, swift upheaval, dramatic change across the board. It can be incredible ideas coming to you, or a sudden shock or a jolt, or just a complete shift overnight, literally, from one stage to another, a new chapter, a new energy, complete overhaul. All of these can come in for you. As I said, it could also just be an incredible idea, or you could be seeing something very, very differently to how you saw things before. Suddenly, you get realizations, you get downloads, you are seeing things that you just have never noticed, you've never taken in before, you've never actually, even contemplated. You're now seeing them. And this is the work of Uranus. But it's quick, it's sudden, it can be an upheaval, it can be a massive jolt, but what it does is it forces you into a new place, where you're going to be looking around and seeing new things, experiencing new things, and you're going to lay the foundation for something much better. But you have to go through that upheaval and that change first in order to bring it in.